God damn it. Son of a bitch. 0-1 to Red Band. Now, what kind of leader would I be to let that slide? This week is about me stepping it up and me leading the charge against three guys that Red Band claims is three of their top guys. But you see, over in NWA, Chris Benz, the rising star, Jefferson Payne, the man that destroys legends and others alike, and Craig Harris, who keeps on shining through the years and winning gold. Oh man. How does this match preside? This match is going to be awesome. Not only do we get to take on the Red Band Pro Wrestling Champion, Mr. Ogre of a Man, Mr. Goliath of a Man. Don't count on that Goliath getting you the win, because we have the Hulk of a man named Jefferson Payne, who likes to fight too. And you guys are about the same height, so you don't have any little advantages coming into this. And you got Sage, some guy that's rising up in Red Band, trying to make a name for himself, trying to make history for himself. But guess what? We got the greatest of all time, Chris Benz. And that leads me to Mr. Will. Mr. Will, I know what happens when you get pinned there, champ. When you get pinned or submitted or even counted out, I believe, you have to retire. Mr. Will, there is nobody in the Red Band locker room, the NWA locker room, or any locker room around the world that would love to retire you other than me. I would like to be the man, because I always had to hear about how good of a transition Mr. Will had from the FWF into Red Band, how good he was in other promotions, how great he had a showing in his one match in NWA, where he sold tickets and put asses in seats. But guess what? I'm tired of living in the shadows of Mr. Will. It's time to take the dog out into the pasture and put him down. Bow! Mr. Will, I don't care about your Red Band Pro Wrestling Champion Jackson. I don't care about whoever Sage is. I care about you. Anytime you're in the ring, I'm getting in the ring. Because I want Mr. Wannabe Jet Flying, limousine riding, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing Mr. Will. I want him. I don't want Jackson. I don't want Sage. Chris Benz can have Sage. Jackson and Jefferson Payne can lock up together. But when it comes to two big names that can perform and steal a show, it should be me and you. Nobody else gets the honor of putting away Mr. Will other than me. And that goes along the lines of this. Mr. Will is down. Mr. Will is tired. He's hurting. He's thinking of, what do I do next? Vertigo. He gets his head kicked in, stomped in, curb stomp, vertigo. Mr. Will gets pinned after Jefferson Payne boots the champion out of the ring and bends clothesline Sage. 1, 2, 3. And guess what? Not only does NWA go 1-1 against Red Band, Craig Harris, the bastard of E-Fed, the guy that everybody loves to hate, the guy that has done more in 12 years than all of everybody in NWA and Red Band that has made more names, won more titles, been in the big fucking matches, been around when everybody wanted to quit and go away, and was still here when all them fucking quitters came back and was like, I want to make my name back. I am this guy and I deserve this and that. Blah, 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 blah. Mr. Will, it's not going to be any different when you're gone. I'm still going to be Survival Wrestling Pro World Heavyweight Champion. In the future, NWA World Heavyweight Champion. And possibly the Red Band Pro Wrestling Champion. Only a matter of time. But Mr. Will, I don't want Jackson because Jefferson Payne is going to take him to the cleaners. And when it comes to Sage, Chris Benz is going to show that his career is brighter. But when it comes to you and me, I'm tired of everybody saying that Mr. Will's better than me. No. I was around before you were even a name. I was loyal. I took shit. I got stepped on, spit on, pissed on, and ridiculed. While you got held high and put on this so-called imaginary pillars of EFED. And what did I get? I got nothing. I got mocked. Mocked for everything I ever did. Mocked like I'd never done anything. Mocked like I'm some fucking David Elliott. But Mr. Will, tonight is not your night. Tonight, you lay on the ground, barely in consciousness, looking up to me as I put my foot on your chest. And your wife has to see a loser. Your wife has to see the man that's going to be sitting on the couch, flipping through monster fucking jobs and whatever else they have in Canada that you look for jobs on. You're going to be that guy. You're going to be the unemployed piece of shit that sits on his couch. And when every time you want to be like, oh, I wonder what's going on in wrestling, and you flip the channel, you have to see the man that took your career.